Wow.
Okay, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good morning! Welcome to How I Spent the Apocalypse. I wanted Lynn to come over this morning because the only time this little solar fountain, which only costs, what, was it $10?
Yes.
The only time it runs is when it's in full sun, and it is only in full sun for a couple hours a day. The rest of the time it just spits a little bit, which is enough to aerate the pool. I don't know if she can show you the goldfish. See, they're swimming around now because I'm going to feed them. When I feed them, they'll come up and eat, but there they go, see?
Yep.
There's the goldfish. So this pond, with these little fish, if you look at it, you can probably tell it was once a bathtub. Not only was it a bathtub, they had wrenched it sideways getting it out when they threw it away. It used to be Jack and Shauna's. It was in their rent house, and Jim took it out for them and put in a new bathroom. But at any rate, so it was when I got it, it was loaded full of other trash that I also used. But if you look around the edges, you can see there's all kinds of cool stuff. This is actually a rock, I don't know if you can see it on there, that Meyer made where he carved Zeb's name into the rock. There's Roland made that when he was a kid over there on the top over there that has his name on it. You can find old gears and everything else. There's some, Tanya and Mark used to have gas fireplace logs, and the gas fireplace didn't work, so they threw away the gas fireplace logs, and I used those in the side. So it's very eclectic. I like it. That's all that matters. That's the thing about art. Art is subjective. You're allowed to like something that maybe other people don't like. This area is actually where we put the smokers when we have the B&B open. This is where people smoke. When we have the event thing open, it's where they smoke. This is actually the back of the stage area. That's right, we have a stage area. Then this picnic table, eventually you're going to get to see me take this picnic table.
This is the smoking area, right?
That's the smoking area. Okay, so if you'll look, this is tempered glass. It was made for desktops. It's super strong. It's super heavy. I had to have my son, the genius, and one of his big-ass friends help me lift it up there. And by help, I mean I mostly sit back and go, "You're doing a good job! Such a good job!" As they got hernias lifting those into place. It's actually two pieces, and I've got them bracketed in and to hold them down, although the wind, I doubt, could blow them off. I have them bracketed down, and then I have a silicone bead where the two glasses, I put it between the glass, under the glass, and then on top I put a silicone bead. It does not leak at all, so it works really well. Right now I need to get the blower and blow stuff up, but since I have no customers here, who gives a flying fuck, right? It's a little bit of debris. Now, this bench, the city of Fort Smith threw away because it was broken. I got it from somebody who scavenged it, and then they didn't want it. And so I kind of made it work in here. It was actually out there for the kids when they were little. And then I built all these benches and stuff. And all of this, you can tell this is reclaimed lumber that I just painted with drain oil. And at night, these little fairy lights, in fact, maybe Lynn can come and get a picture of it at night. These little fairy lights come on and it lights up this entire thing. This picnic table, eventually you'll see me, I'm going to pull this plastic off of there and replace it with slabs because it's very old and the plastic is starting to come apart, as you can see.
But at the moment it's working.
But at the moment we don't have customers anyway, what the hell. But what I want to say is I do a lot of stuff that I'm sure other people, I'm sure you at home say, well, I don't like that. That looks whacked out. Your space does not have to look like something out of somebody else's living space. It doesn't have to look like something out of a magazine. Your space should be something that reflects what you like, where you've been, what you're doing, what you want to look at. Art is subjective. Not everybody's going to love that fish pond. I love that fish pond because of what it represents. It represents, I'm catching the water. It literally, I don't fill that thing with water, nor do I clean it. See that gutter I made out of, that's not a gutter. Once again, that was some awning thing that Tony threw away from one of his roofing projects. So I just hung it there. Well, it gutters this little roof, and all the water runs into that gutter, runs right into this little pool that I made, and every single time it rains, it cleans it out. Okay, it adds water. So far, knock wood, I have not had to add water to it. If little pan down, you see this hose that I put in there? This hose actually wraps around through the concrete and comes in where there was a hole in the tub, and you can see I put rocks there around the hole in the tub. Well, that hose, I don't know if you can see it, I'll point at it maybe. The hose starts right here. So when the pool gets to here, it starts running out the hose, and it runs out down there. Now you say, well, so it's just a cheap piece of hose that somebody threw away that I used. And now what I can do is I can attach another hose to it, because this area, when the water is running off these roofs, it'll sometimes be too much and it'll flood. But I can attach a hose to that when it is too much and run it all the way out so that it runs way down there where it'll just run off instead of pooling here. So that's what I did.
All the way out.
And these little cardinals that I've got up here, I got those at a garage sale. I actually called this the Cardinal Pond because of them. That's what those are. That butterfly my grandson found somewhere and gave to me. So it's just a little metal butterfly. It's just a little piece of these. I actually got out of an old building. It was a tile, one of those, what do they call the tile floors with the round tiles? Anyway, it was an ancient old building, and I found these, and I actually pried them up off the slab where the building had burnt and brought them and stuck them in there, just because. And then, of course, there's the ever-present glass hoo-haws.
Yes.
And broken stuff. That Tanya had this, it broke. That's how it got here. So that's what you do. It's like, what you have at your house shouldn't be what everybody else has. What you have at your house in your space should be something that reflects who you are. We're so phony. Not only do we don't raise the food we eat, we don't drink the water that we find, we don't build our own structures to live in, we don't even decorate them. And even if we do decorate them ourselves, sometimes we look to other places to say, oh, let me have this just like so-and-so's place. I don't want anything that's just like anybody's place. Pan in on this window. So that I shod the sides of these buildings with just rough tin that I found anywhere. And I just put a frame around that window, which didn't have one. But this really intricate piece of filigree bound down here was something that they had at Dollar Tree for $1. It's plastic, and it's supposed to be used as a fence for Halloween. I just took it, painted it red, cut the bottom parts off, and stuck it up there
Upside down, yeah.
for trim.
Yeah.
I love it. You don't have to love it. I love it. Other people don't have to love what you've done in your space. You have to love it. You're the one that lived there. And maybe now more than ever before in the history of us, when we're all stuck on our own places, isn't it nice, those things that are in your house that have meaning for you? And imagine if you make the whole place a reflection of the things you like. Wouldn't it be easier to be trapped there? Do your own thing. People don't like it, they can kiss your ass. Until next time. Do what you want!
And these are the lights that Selena was talking about. They're really quite attractive. They look really nice close up and even nicer from a distance. It lights up just enough to be able to see where you're going, so that anyone sitting in here enjoying an evening smoke doesn't have to do it in the dark. And I'll walk you around to the front of the stage. A little outside bar she's got placed here for the benefit of those who wish to belly up. And here they are from the front. And these are the lights that Selena was talking about. They're really quite attractive. They look really nice close up and even nicer from a distance. It lights up just enough to be able to see where you're going, so that anyone sitting in here enjoying a evening smoke doesn't have to do it in the dark. And I'll walk you around to the front of the stage. A little outside bar she's got placed here for the benefit of those who wish to belly up. And here they are from the front.